Most people think high achievers are just more disciplined, more talented, or got lucky. But here's what nobody tells you. It's not about what they do, it's about how they think. And once you understand the mental difference between someone who achieves big things and someone who stays stuck, you can never unsee it. Stay with me, because today we're going deep into the specific mental patterns that separate high achievers from everyone else. I've got 5 of them, and I guarantee at least one will hit you hard. Especially point number 5, which is the exact reason why most smart people actually end up failing, while others zoom right past them. Point 1, they don't identify with their current self. The first thing high achievers do differently, and this is huge, is they don't see themselves as who they are right now. They see themselves as who they're becoming. And average thinkers say, I'm not a morning person. High achievers say, I haven't built that habit yet. Average thinkers say, I'm bad with money. High achievers say, I'm learning how to manage money. Most people think a growth mindset is just trying hard. It's not. It's an identity shift. Stop describing your current limitations as if they are permanent personality traits. You aren't bad at math. You're just currently unskilled at math. See the difference? One is a cage. On the other is a starting line. You will never consistently act in ways that contradict how you see yourself. So if you believe you're lazy, your brain will find evidence to prove it every single day. The shift? Stop labeling yourself with who you are today. Start building the identity of who you want to be and act from that place. Point 2, they use discomfort as a signal, not a stop sign. Here's something most people never realize. When you feel resistance, anxiety, or discomfort around doing something, that feeling is your brain trying to protect you from the unknown. It's not a sign that you shouldn't do it. It's actually a signal that this thing matters. High achievers have rewired their relationship with discomfort. Where most people feel resistance and retreat, high achievers feel resistance and get curious. They ask, why does this scare me? What is this discomfort trying to protect me from? That one mental reframe changes everything. Our discomfort stops being a wall and starts being a doorway. When you feel resistance spike, don't react. Take 3 slow, deliberate breaths, then move anyway. That's it. You're turning an abstract concept into a physical trigger your body can actually use. Point 3, they control their internal narrative. You talk to yourself more than you talk to anyone else. The average person has between 60,000 to 80,000 thoughts per day. And research shows up to 80% of them are negative. Think of your brain like a 24/7 news station. Just because the headline says everything is ruined doesn't mean it's the truth. It's just a broadcast. You are the viewer, not the news anchor. This is called metacognition, thinking about your thinking. High achievers aren't immune to negative thoughts. The difference is they don't believe every thought they have. When a low achiever fails, their inner voice says, see, I knew I couldn't do it, and they accept it as truth. And when a high achiever fails, the same thought appears, but they catch it, they question it, they respond like a coach, not a critic. Practice this. Next time you have a negative thought, pause and ask, is this actually true? Or is this just a story my brain made up to keep me safe? Point 4, they play long games. While everyone else wants instant results, we live in the most distracted, instant gratification era in human history. Everyone wants results now. And because of that, I know most people quit before anything meaningful happens. High achievers think in years, not days. There are 2 types of people online, the flash in the pan. Someone who goes viral, blows up overnight, then disappears 6 months later. And the blacksmith, someone who hammers away at the same skill every single day, building something that lasts. One plays for attention, one builds a foundation. Delayed gratification is one of the strongest predictors of long-term success ever studied. So the Stanford marshmallow experiment showed that kids who could wait for a reward grew up to have better health, higher income, and more life satisfaction. The mental shift: every time you want to quit, ask yourself, am I quitting because this isn't working, or am I quitting because I'm uncomfortable with how long it's taking? Those are 2 very different things. Point 5, they take radical ownership, no exceptions. This last one is the hardest, and honestly, this one alone is why most smart people fail. Stop blaming the economy, stop blaming your boss, stop blaming your upbringing. It might not be your fault, but it is your responsibility. High achievers take complete ownership of their life, the good and the bad. Not because bad things don't happen, they do, but because they understand one powerful truth: you can't change what you don't own. The moment you blame something outside yourself, you hand your power to that thing. You're basically saying, my life is in your hands. Radical ownership means saying, no matter what happened to me, I decide what happens next. That's not toxic positivity. That's the most empowering mindset you can ever develop. So let's recap the 5 things high achievers do differently in their mind. 1, they identify with who they're becoming, not who they are. 2, they treat discomfort as a signal, not a stop sign. 3, they control their internal narrative through metacognition. 4, they play long games while everyone else wants quick results. 5, they take radical ownership, no exceptions. Now here's the truth. You don't need to master all 5 overnight. Pick one, just one, and start practicing it this week. If this video helped you see your mind differently, give it a like. It genuinely helps this channel grow. Subscribe if you want more content like this. And drop in the comments, which of these 5 hit you the hardest? I read every single one. See you in the next one.